26,000 years ago, Earth froze. The last glacial maximum, ice sheets 2 miles thick, swallowed Europe, Asia, and North America. Temperatures plummeted 6 degrees Celsius below the modern average. Sea levels dropped 120 meters, exposing land bridges between continents. Most species died: the woolly rhino, the cave bear, the giant deer. But we didn't. Homo sapiens, armed with something no other species possessed: cumulative culture. The difference? A sliver of bone with a hole punched through it. The eyed needle, 30,000 years old, discovered at sites from Siberia to France. This wasn't just a tool, it was a revolution. Before the needle, humans wrapped hides. After the needle, we sewed tailored fursuits, layered insulation with watertight seams, hoods, mittens, boots. The needle turned lethal cold into survivable weather. No needle, no sewing, no expansion into the frozen north. Archaeologists find needle kits buried with their owners, treasured possessions passed down generations. We didn't just endure, we built. At Mezherik in Ukraine, 15,000 years ago, families erected houses from mammoth bone. 116 mammoths provided the raw material: mandible walls stacked like bricks, tusk ribs arching overhead, hides stretched and pegged over the frame. Semi-subterranean, windproof, warm. The interior stayed 20 degrees above the outside temperature. A hearth at the center, fat lamps burning marrow in limestone cups, embers carried in fungus pouches when the band moved. These weren't temporary shelters, they were homes, occupied for generations, with storage pits, work areas, even designated sleeping spaces. And we ate everything. Not just mammoth, though a single kill fed a band for weeks. Hare, fish, birds, nuts, tubers, wild seeds ground on stones at Ohalo, 2 near the Sea of Galilee, 23,000 years ago. A broad-spectrum diet buffered us when the big game vanished. Isotope analysis of human bones shows we ate more plants than previously thought. We were flexible omnivores, not specialized hunters. Shell beads from the Mediterranean turned up 300 kilometers inland at sites like Kostenki, proof that bands met, traded, shared information across vast distances. Seasonal transhumance followed migrating herds. Ochre mines became meeting points where knowledge flowed faster than any individual could discover alone. Culture was the survival technology. Venus figurines, 20,000 found across Europe and Siberia, weren't just art. They encoded body proportions, fat distribution, reproductive knowledge. Cave art at Chauvet, Lascaux, Altamira mapped animal behavior, migration routes, hunting strategies. Ritual burial, the Sungir twins interred with 10,000 ivory beads, each bead taking an hour to make, honored knowledge keepers. Knowledge passed on, not reinvented. From Gravettian Europe to Malta Barret's Siberia, to Jomon Japan, to Clovis America, the same adaptive toolkit: needle, hut, hearth, network, memory. Then the ice cracked. 14,600 years ago, meltwater pulse 1A, the sea rose 16 meters in just 3 centuries. Coastal worlds drowned. Doggerland, the land bridge between Britain and Europe, vanished beneath the North Sea. The Persian Gulf flooded. The Black Sea burst its banks. The flood myths remember it. Plato's Atlantis, the Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh, indigenous coastal stories from Australia to the Americas, all describe a world swallowed by rising water. We adapted. We moved inland. We remembered. The world that rose from the ice is the one we live in now. Every coastal city, every river delta, every island nation sits on ground that was dry land 10,000 years ago. The Ice Age didn't end, it just melted around us.